Greetings, Commanders, and welcome aboard Ark'z Station. Guinn had pulled into the spaceport today, so we are going to do an episode of Ark'z. Well, on this episode of Ark'z, what we like to do is we take a look at the lives of the luxurious and lavish ships in our game. Guinn is a 200 million power tier 12 player from 888 Guild Win, which is, some of you might recognize, is my home guild. But actually, Guinn signed up for this Ark'z episode actually before I ever joined this guild. So it's been a long time coming. So here we are, guys. What can I say about Guinn? Well, it is an episode of Ark'z, so I'm not going to critique him too much. I am going to go through his leadership, his research, his troop size. What am I forgetting? His gear. So we'll do the leadership, the gear, the research, and the troop size, and we're going to count up exactly what it costs to build this account in real money. This is an absurdly huge account. It was actually originally Anubis's account, but Anubis absorbed Overlord's account, and then Guinn absorbed Anubis's account, and then Voodoo absorbed Gwynn's old account. Of course, this is a very competitive galactic battle guild, so these guilds are kept on the server, with the exception of one player, whom we'll not mention. But we'll go ahead and take a look at Commanders first. Commanders first, I think, yeah, nothing here sticks out too much. Let's jump right into Commanders. So, I was talking to Guinn in the pre-flight interview, and he was saying that he is currently a 600,000 leadership Vega main. But at heart, he's a Walker main. He always liked Walkers, but with the current meta, he needed to be a one-slot bus commander, and this is what the guild needed, so this is what he's playing. Now that we have the peak contest, he may be trying to branch out a little bit, and with Satalia on the way, he may be considering other choices. But for now, we have a 600,000 leadership Vega, which costs about $10,000 in leadership. We should calculate all the rest of it, though. Nothing there. All the old commanders. 31,000 Neko Jiro there. 25,000 Gilly. Anything hidden away? It doesn't appear so, but he does have a 2,500 leadership plasma and a Rogers he doesn't use, which I think is interesting considering how valuable they are in peak contest. Maybe that's something he's working on. Okay, so $10,000 there. All right, let's talk about gear. Oh, he's currently awakened. What's his awaken at? Oh, dodge, good God. And it's auto awaken too. Oh man, Vega's so good. Okay, so when it comes to calculating gear, it is... A level 30 piece of gear is about $300, a level 40 piece of gear is about $1,000, and a level 45 piece of gear is about $4,000. So for here, we've got about 500, 700, almost 900, call that 2,200, plus two more 35s, we'll call that, let's just call it 3,000 for Vega. 3,000 for Vega, not too bad. Still ridiculous for Melange and Melange bots, but yeah. A bunch of level 30 gear here, there's another 2,000 there. Bunch of 30 gear here, another 2,000 there. I think we're easily getting another, Jesus, all level 30 gear. Considering these are like utility commanders, it's amazing he has such high level gear on him. I guess maybe he had a ton of alpha bots, it just took him up to 30. I'm sorry, beta and telebots might have taken them all up to 30. Going above 30 is when it really starts getting expensive. And then once again, even more, 30, and even a 41 Nixaw here. Ooh, that's surprisingly big. Why is that a 41? I'm probably going to recycle that soon, I imagine. But considering all this gear, I would say $12,000 in gear, which is kind of strange because with that amount of gear, you could probably have a few more just completed level 40s here, considering you don't even use the other commanders. But hey, 12,000 bucks. Okay, let's jump into the research. Oh, I should probably say, what is this Vega running? It should be a Scorpio Gemini. Yes, it's tier 12 airships, so it's going to be Scorpio Gemini, and he does have... Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't have the 5-piece Cassiopeia or Cepheus yet. Yeah, he's missing the leg, so he needs one more third gem. God, those are worth $600 a piece. Jeez. But he's almost got it figured out. Does he have it right there? Yeah, he's got Cepheus 1 and 5 in the weapons. Yeah, that's the way you do it. So he needs one more Geist Stone. I'm assuming that's his final gear. Yeah. I want to double check his helmet. He does have the Devil's Touch, so he gets a little extra penetration there. I think this is worth running because even though it doesn't have the same HP as the Valkyrie, The fact is you only get breakdown 40% of the time, and every other time when you get just a Gemini or just a Scorpio or just a regular hit, that extra 24% penetration is huge. So I prefer the Devil's Touch, but he already has the 3rd gem on that on the Gift of the Valkyrie there. But I don't know, something I want to point out. Best in slot there, best in slot there. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. Let's jump into Research tab. This is where we can start really spending money, you know. $6,000, or was it $10,000 in leadership is one thing, you know. $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 in gear is one thing, yeah. But this is where we can start spending $20,000 to $50,000 real easy. Of course, all the basic infantry should be done. Basic research done, okay. Developmental stuff all done, perfect. And now we go to, let's check Advanced tab. 7 to 8, 7, 6, man, nothing too major there. Okay, oops, and let's jump into Advanced Battle. This is where it gets crazy. So all these have to be level 5. His is currently level 6, so he does have a little bit extra spent there. That's not expensive to do. That's not hard to do, so nothing lost. Level 5 on all those. So he hasn't really gone through that peak yet. Okay, this is where he drops off on Walker. So at Tier 10, he drops off Walkers. He's still doing Airships, Infantry. At this point, he stopped doing the Infantry for Tier 11, and he just focused on Airships. So he does have Hyperspace Airship 5, which is the bare minimum for Tier 12, but he really hasn't spent the money to go crazy on the Tier 12 research. So in the game right now, it would cost about 20,000 to get this far, just because of all the hyperspace crystals. So 20,000 in research. Now, 600,000 leadership. You gotta have troops to fill those slots. So let's head on over to Ace. Let's fill these slots up and calculate what his army's worth. All right, so we'll grab the Vega, auto load the slots. Well, hey, it's not full, but don't kid yourself. 748. So we have 4 full slots at 600,000 leadership. Remember, 1.6, 1.7 million leadership is the cap. So he's 1/3 of that, and it costs $40,000 to fill 1 slot. So he has 4 slots filled, but he's only 1/3 the leadership. So what we'll do is take 1/3 of 40,000, which is roughly 12,000 something, 13,000. We'll call it 13,000 times 4, which is $52,000 in resources to build these troops. I'm not even factoring in the Tier 10, Tier 11. Where's the Tier 10, 11? Yeah, there is some there, but really it's all about these airships. Just one of these airships is ridiculous, like 27 million of each resource. What is one Tier 12 airship? People just don't realize 52,000 real dollars. Say, how could you possibly spend 52,000 real dollars on a ship? Well, if you realize that one ship by itself, just to build it, is 9 million food, 9 million parts, 1.8 million gas. Not to mention the 3 crystals, but 9 million food, 9 million parts. Okay. That's 18 million resources, right? Which would take 15 1.2 million liters, or 1.2 million food and parts. So if you buy this food pack, you get 1.2 million food. You need 15 just for the food and parts. So 15 times 2,000 when you get a discount, right? Is what, 30,000 gold? Just for the food and parts, not the extra reagents. So that's 30,000 gold. Well, $100 will get you 100,000 gold, right? Plus you get resources and stuff. But 3 ships can be, 3 to 6 ships is $100. It's kind of crazy. So, yeah. Wow. All right, what's the total cost of this ship? If you wanted to build this ship and all the gear and all the troops and all the research and have all that leadership and the troops to fill that leadership, it would cost you $97,000. Oh my God, that's a $100,000 account. It's actually not the biggest arc we've ever done. We've actually done a couple over 200,000, but anything over 20,000 is absolutely redonkulous. This game is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, Gwen, thanks for letting us take a look at your arc. Let's finish this episode off by finding a random stranger in Ace, challenging them, and then saying goodbye. Ooh! Look at these guys. Prado? I don't know. Prado's like 270 million. Plus, we can't get through that Rogers. That Rogers is too much. It is Vega, though. You guys want to go for it? Nah. Let's give him a fair shake. Let's reset. Let's try. Ooh, there's Joker. And you lost. You lost an infantry main. Oh, boy. We probably won't get through You Lost. Should we try it, though? We've done an episode of Ark'z on You Lost. I think it was episode 1 or 2. One of the originals. All right, let's do You Lost. Here we go. Let's see what You Lost has been up to. 218 million power versus 200 million power. Okay, so it's going to be tier 12 on our side versus tier 11 on his side. We're going to be able to get through this no problem. That plasma's going to blow up our back row pretty good, though. 30-41. Yeah, we lost about 70 troops in the back. Not too many main ships, though. All right, now Stella, 3 slots in the front with Ares, which could be a problem. Let's see. We need that breakdown Gemini. Oh, just the breakdown. That should one-shot him. Ooh, that HP build kicking in. Here comes the tear space. Dink. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ares again. That's right. That Ares is debuffing us. It's having quite an effect. He blew up our back row there. Ooh, big hit. Lost is working on that new penetration meta. I'm quite sure of it because that is a extremely hard hit. Yeah, but he missed that one. Oh boy, there's a lot to be said about this new penetration meta. It is happening. It's going on. The gear and the gems, they're scaling up with penetration. I haven't done a full video breakdown on it yet. Galactic Battles semifinals are coming. I will probably do more on it then. But the super high level player, here's a Sagittarius. Oh, it's only 5 troops. Anyway, I think we're actually going to lose this fight. Yeah, we don't have the, well, our gear isn't the best it could be, and I know Lost is at least level 40, at least 35 plus. And we're getting hit by all these Ares. He's taking us down. This is painful. All right, I'm going to fast forward it. I think we lose. Yeah, we got broken through. We did some damage up top, though. We did some damage up top. So there we go. All right, Guinn, thanks for letting us take a look at your arc. If you guys want to check out Guinn, he's going to be in the Galactic Battle semifinals with myself, Odad, Anubis, and the rest of 888. So tune in, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. And if you want to be on an episode of Ark'z, because you're a baller and you have a huge account and you want to show it off, contact me in the description below. You can get me online or by email. Either one is fine, and we'll get you in the queue to do an episode like this. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Just want to add a couple things to this episode. Guinn doesn't shield. Ever since Rome left our server, there's no threat of shielding. It's a $100,000 account, which could be zeroed. But he doesn't shield. I think that's fucking crazy. Also, Dark, Mag, and Ogbog, Guinn said he'll meet you guys by the tree. And 7 Pirates, if you're watching, Guinn has humbly requested that you add an event that lets us turn in our commanders and redistribute all of the resources and skills we have and leadership in them so that Guinn can go back to being a Walker main. Anybody else want that? Does that seem like a reasonable request? I don't know.